Have you ever walked past a construction site in a major city? You see the massive cranes, the steel beams, the hundreds of workers in hard hats sweating under the sun. You see the concrete trucks pouring the foundation. It looks like chaos. It looks like hard work. And you think to yourself, the guy who owns this building must have worked harder than anyone else. But you are wrong. The person who owns that building is likely not there. They aren't pouring concrete. They aren't operating the crane. In fact, they might not even know how to lay a single brick. They might be on a yacht in the Mediterranean, or sitting in a quiet office in Zurich, or playing golf in Florida. So if they didn't do the labor and they didn't physically build the asset, how did they get the wealth? They understand a secret that the working class is never taught. They understand that in the game of capitalism, the prize does not go to the person who *does* the work. The prize goes to the person who *organizes the work. The prize goes to the person who identifies the opportunity and connects the dots. Most people are trying to get rich by digging a hole. They think if they dig faster or use a bigger shovel, they will become millionaires. But the millionaire is the person who noticed that someone needed a hole, found someone with a shovel, introduced them, and took a fee. This is the concept of the sovereign connector. It is the single most effective way to go from $0, absolute poverty, to a 7-figure net worth without taking on debt, without building a product, and without waiting 10 years for a payoff. Today we are going to dismantle the myth of the founder. You have been told that you need to be the next Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk. You have been told you need to invent something. That is a lie that keeps you paralyzed. You don't need to invent the light bulb, you just need to be the one selling the switch. We are going to explore the world of deal flow arbitrage. This is the unique idea that sits right under your nose. It is the invisible economy of finders, fees, referral commissions, and wholesale flips that powers the top 1% of the financial world. And the best part, you can start this today with nothing but a phone and the ability to listen. Let's start with the emotional reality of your current situation. You feel locked out. You look at real estate prices and they are impossible. You look at the stock market and it feels like a casino rigged against you. You look at starting a business and the startup costs are terrifying. You feel like the drawbridge to the castle has been pulled up and you are stuck in the mud outside. But the truth is, the people inside the castle have a problem, a massive problem. They have too much money and not enough time. We are living in a liquidity crisis of a different kind. There is trillions of dollars sitting in private equity funds, family offices, and wealthy individuals' bank accounts. They are desperate to deploy this capital. Inflation is eating their money alive. They need * to buy assets. They need * to invest. But they can't find the deals. They are too busy being rich. They don't have time to scroll through page 50 of Google. They don't have time to call 100 small business owners. They are blind. You are going to be their eyes. This is the core of the strategy. You are going to become a deal scout. You are not going to buy the business. You are not going to run the business. You are going to find the business, secure the contract, and sell that contract to the person with the money. Here is the 5-phase roadmap to becoming a millionaire middleman. Phase 1, the mindset flip, the hunter versus the farmer. Society trains you to be a farmer. You plant a seed, get a job, you water it, work hard, and you wait 40 years for the harvest, retirement. The connector is a hunter. You eat what you kill, and if you kill a mammoth, you eat for a lifetime. You must stop viewing yourself as an employee looking for a wage. You must view yourself as a market maker. When you walk into a room, you are not asking for permission. You are holding the keys. The value you bring is asymmetric information. You know something they don't know. That knowledge is your leverage. Phase 2, the target, finding the zombie assets. Where is the gold hidden? It's not in the shiny tech startups. It is in the boring economy. We are looking for tired landlords of businesses. Right now there is a massive generational shift happening. The baby boomers own millions of small businesses, plumbing companies, HVAC firms, niche software companies, newsletters, manufacturing plants. They are 65, 70, 75 years old. They are tired. They want to retire. Their kids don't want the business. The kids want to be TikTok stars. So the business just sits there slowly dying. These are zombie assets. They are cash-flowing, profitable machines that are being neglected. The owner would love to sell, but they don't know how. They don't want to pay a broker $50,000 just to list it. This is your hunting ground. You are going to choose a specific niche. Let's say niche SaaS software as a service companies ** or local service routes. Let's stick with a digital example because it requires zero travel. You are looking for software tools that look like they were built in 2015. The copyright date at the bottom says 2019. The blog hasn't been updated in 2 years. But the software still works. People are still paying for it. This is a goldmine. Phase 3, the outreach, the art of the open. You are going to contact these owners, but you are not going to spam them. You are not a telemarketer. You are a private investor scout. You send an email or a LinkedIn message. It needs to be short, punchy, and devoid of fluff. Subject: your software / quick question. Hi, name asterisk. I've been following company name for a while. I noticed you haven't updated the feature set recently. I represent a small group of investors looking to acquire stable software assets in this specific niche. Are you open to a conversation about an exit, or are you planning to keep running it for the next 5-10 years? Either way, keep up the good work. Best asterisk. Your name. Analyze this script. 1. I represent a small group. This is true, you will find the group, but it positions you as an authority, not a tire kicker. 2. Are you planning to keep running it? This is the psychological hook. If they are tired, the thought of running it for 10 more years sounds like prison. You are offering them the key to the jail cell. You send 50 of these a week. You will get 5 replies. One of them will be, I might be open to it, what's the offer? Phase 4, the lockup, securing the paper. Now you have a fish on the line, but you have no money. How do you buy a business for $500,000 when you have $500 in your account? You don't. You get it under contract. You get on a call with the owner, you listen to their problems. You get the numbers: revenue, profit, churn. If the numbers look good, you sign a letter of intent, LOI. This document says, I intend to buy this business for X pending 60 days of due diligence. Crucially, this document gives you asterisk exclusivity. For 60 days, they cannot sell it to anyone else. You control the asset. You have just created paper real estate. You own the rights to the deal without owning the deal. Phase 5, the who, finding the money. Now the clock is ticking. You have 60 days to find the money. This is the easiest part. I promise you, finding money is easier than finding a good deal. You go to where the money hangs out. Microacquire, Flippa, Twitter, X, LinkedIn, SearchFunder.com. There are thousands of people with searcher in their bio. These are people actively looking to buy businesses. You approach them. I have a SaaS company under exclusive contract. It does 150K ARR, annual recurring revenue. The owner is tired. The code is stable. It's selling for a 3x multiple. I'm looking to assign the contract for a finder's fee. Or you structure it as a partnership. I found the deal. You put up the money. I want 10% equity in the company for bringing it to the table. If the deal is good, if the business is actually making money, the investors will fight over it. You connect the buyer to the seller. The buyer pays the seller $450,000. The buyer pays asterisk you a $25,000 success fee or assignment fee. You just made $25,000. You didn't build the software, you didn't write the code, you didn't use your own money. You simply moved a piece of paper from a tired person to a hungry person. The psychological barrier why you might quit. This sounds too good to be true, right? The barrier is not possibility, the barrier is fear of rejection. You will get told no, you will get ignored, you will have owners get angry. This is the price of admission. The millionaire is the person who is willing to be uncomfortable. You have to realize that no is not personal, no is just data. Every no brings you closer to the yes. The unique nuance here is the asterisk connector's confidence. When you start, you will feel like an imposter. I'm just a kid, I'm just a regular guy. You have to fake the confidence until the first check clears. The wealthy respect hustle asterisk. If you bring them a good deal, they do not care if you are 18 or 80. They do not care if you're wearing a suit or a hoodie. They care about the IRR, internal rate of return. If the math works, the deal happens. The scale strategy from hustle to empire. Doing this once proves the concept. Doing it twice pays off your debt. But how do you make this a millionaire lifestyle? You build a asterisk deal pipe. Once you have successfully brokered one deal, you now have a track record. You go back to that investor who bought the first one. You say, "What else are you looking for?" They will tell you, "I want plumbing businesses in Ohio doing $1 M revenue." Now you have a buy box. You are no longer hunting blindly, you are shopping with a grocery list. You hire a virtual assistant (VA) for $5 an hour. You teach them how to scrape Google Maps for plumbing businesses in Ohio. You teach them how to send the initial email. Now you have a machine. The machine sends 500 emails a week. You only step in when someone says yes. You are now the CEO of a private equity scout firm. You can easily close one deal a month. If your fee is $10K, $50K per deal, you are making $300K to $600K a year. And you still haven't spent a dime of your own capital. The advanced pivot, equity over cash. This is the final evolution. Eventually, you will realize that taking a $20K fee is short-term thinking. Tax takes half of it. The real wealth is in asterisk equity. Instead of taking a fee, you say to the investor, "Keep the $20K, I want 5% ownership of the company and I want to sit on the board." Now you are building a portfolio. You own 5% of a software company. You own 5% of a plumbing firm. You own 5% of a digital agency. These assets pay you quarterly dividends. This is passive income, true passive income. You are now the person on the yacht. You are the person who organized the labor but doesn't do the labor. The invisible advantage. Why is this idea better than dropshipping or crypto? Because it is based on asterisk human relationships asterisk, not algorithms. An algorithm can change and destroy your business overnight. But the need for deals will never go away. As long as there are rich people who want to stay rich, there will be a need for deal scouts. As long as there are old people who want to retire, there will be a supply of deals. You are sitting in the middle of the greatest wealth transfer in human history. Trillions of dollars of assets are about to change hands from boomers to millennials, Gen Z. You just need to stand in the middle and collect the toll. The zeros start your homework. So what do you do the moment this video ends? Do not buy a course, do not sign up for a guru's mastermind. 1. Pick a niche, choose something unsexy. Laundromats, car washes, medical billing software, newsletters. 2. Make a list, find 100 businesses in that niche that look tired. Bad website, no social media, old copyright. 3. Draft your hunter email, keep it professional, short and respectful. 4. Send 10 a day. 5. Simultaneously build your buyer list. Go on LinkedIn, search for private equity associate or search fund. Connect with them, send a message. I source off-market deals in the niche space. What are your criteria right now? They will tell you. Now you are playing matchmaker. The trap of complexity. You will try to overcomplicate this. You will think you need a lawyer, you don't, until the closing table and the buyer pays for that. You will think you need a license, you don't, if you structure it as a marketing fee or consulting fee rather than a real estate commission. Asterisk, always check local laws, but generally, referring a business sale is different than selling a house. You will think you need a website, you don't. You need asterisk courage. The gap between you and the millionaire is not intelligence. It is the willingness to pick up the phone. It is the willingness to ask a stranger for their business. It is the willingness to believe that you belong in the room. The world is not made of atoms, it is made of stories and contracts. The people who write the contracts own the world. Pick up the pen. Start writing your own ticket. The gate is open, the guard is asleep. Walk through. This is the path of the sovereign connector. It is quiet, it is invisible, and it is incredibly profitable. Stop watching the construction. Start buying the building. Start today.